Just for tonight, I will be grateful. I will give thanks for the past day, its failures as well as its successes, its sadness as well as its joy, and its pain as well as its pleasure. I will take comfort in knowing that every event and circumstance that occurred today can be used for my good and the good of others. Just for tonight, I will accept that I have done the best I could in remembering that my goal is spiritual progress and not perfection. I will let go of any expectation I had for this day, as well as any disappointments, shame, or guilt I felt for not being good enough today. Just for tonight, I will be humble. I will give my shortcomings to God, trusting that doing so can bring about changes in me that I could not bring about in myself. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Epoxy Me That. How are you? I hope doing okay. And I want to thank you for showing up today. Today is Coasting Through the Week Coaster Wednesday. And if you're new to my channel, that means it's a collaboration. And it's between two other artists and myself. And that's a Resin Me Up and a Marvelous Artsy. We have had other artists join. Some of them have peek in and out, and then others are with us on a weekly basis. So if you'd like to join, then just email Mary from Resin Me Up, Marva from Marvelous Artsy, or myself, and we'll make sure we get your link in the playlist. You can create any way that you'd like in a coaster mold. It can be 5 or 1. However many you like, in any way that you would like to create in them, using any medium you would like to use. Now I'm going to be using these two coasters right here. You'll notice they already have resin in them, and it's already cured. I use the Bond Crafter epoxy resin, which is a 1-to-1, has a part A and a part B. Part A is your resin and part B is your hardener. I poured both of them in a cup. I did 4 ounces. I mixed them together for 4 minutes. You might check with your epoxy to make sure how long you need to stir your epoxy. And then I colored my resin with this Pearl X Carbon Black, and it's a mica powder. I poured it in here and I let it cure, and here we are. And I went ahead and painted. You'll notice that one of them's glossy and one's not so glossy, because I painted one of them using my folk art chalkboard paint. This is a multi-surface paint, and it's safe to use on plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and demold this one and paint it with you, since I've already done this one, and then I will explain to you why we're doing that. So if you would like to see how I get on with this, then kick back, relax, and let's get to it. Alright, I'm just going to shake it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to open it. And we'll just use what's in the lid here. We won't need any more than that. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse while I paint it. And then we're going to set it in front of the fan. And then we'll do another coat over it. And since this one's already ready, we will go ahead and start playing with it. And I'll show you what we're going to do with it. I put a little bit of water down in my cup here, and I'm just going to put my brush in there and just clean it off and let it sit in there for a little bit till we use it again. And then this is the one we just painted, so I'm going to set it up over here in front of the fan, and then we're going to play with this one. What we have here are liquid chalk markers. They are, you can see the liquid right there in them. This set right here is my Moby Artist pastel set. This set right here is my Color Expert Series neon set. You can find these linked in my description box if anyone is interested. Let me tell y'all, my friends, I went to Hobby Lobby and I had a blast. I haven't been in a while, and I haven't spent any money in a while, so they had a ton of sales, and I just went wild. I'm telling y'all, I did. I went wild. This is what I got myself. This is some of the pre-made clay. All you do is roll it out, and I thought that was a beautiful color pattern. And this is regular $8.99. I got it for $2.24. Yes. All you do is roll it, cut it, and bake it. That's it. I got this beautiful set right here. Isn't that beautiful? And it's regular $8.99. I got it for $2.24. Roll it, cut it, bake it. Then I got this right here. It's a clay transfer paper. It's regular $10.99. I got it for $2.74. It has this one, this one, this one, and this one. I've never used it before, y'all know, because I've only been dabbling in clay for a little bit. So, yeah, somebody might have to tell me how to use that. And then I got this one right here. Same price. And it's this color. This color. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. Then I got some texture sheets. These are double-sided. I don't know what that really means as far as clay goes, but I love them. They are beautiful. It's little bees, and then it's got like the hive, and then bees and the hive. Then I got oh, and those were regular $6.99. I got them for $1.74. These were $7. I got them for $1.74. These are foil transfer sheets. You get 8 of them. I got that design, that one, and that one. I guess you get 2 of each, and it's the gold ones are right here, and the silver are in the back. And that's all I got for me. But let me show you what I got for y'all. I got a bunch of stuff for y'all for giveaways. I went wild, my friends. I enjoyed picking up stuff for my giveaways so much. Okay, I got this right here. I don't remember what I paid for these. But this is the mixed mold trays. You get 3 trays. All 3 trays you see right here are in this box. And y'all remember, I done some real pretty coasters with this set right here. That big bubble one. So you get 3 of those. So I'm going to fix up some real nice gift baskets with this stuff and do a giveaways. Then I got this. This is a silicone flat bowl mold. So that's the mold right there. It's beautiful. I don't know what I paid for this one. There was a sticker there, but I don't know. I guess they maybe put them on sale and then took them off. I'm not sure. And then this one I got, it's 2 molds. Let's see which ones are in this box. I didn't open this one and look at it. Oh wow, that's nice. And then you get this pretty one. That one's pretty big. Make sure I get them in there right so I don't mess them up. Okay, so I got all of those molds, and then I thought I would pair it with some of this stuff. I got 2 of these. These were $4.49, and I got them for 89 cents a piece. And they're the terrazzo chips. I got these two. These are terrazzo chips. Beautiful, beautiful blue color. A teal. Then I got this neutral mix right here. And then this pink mix. This purple mix. And this gray mix. Okay, then I have another bag. Hold on. I'm going to pair with the mix-to-mold baskets some of this. This is the liquid color pigment ink. This is purple, mauve, purple mauve. This is blue, yellow, and orange. And you could mix these with the terrazzo chips. Then I got some beautiful stickers. I got 2 of each. This one is like Mom's love is forever. Mother knows best. Being a mother means that your heart is no longer yours. It wanders wherever your children are. That is so very true. And then I got these. It's a 4-pack of resin inclusions. Look at that. These were $8 and I got them for $2. And I got all of them that they had. So yeah, that is my giveaway haul. So I went shopping for y'all. I had so much fun doing it. We're going to go ahead and put another coat on our coaster here. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse while I do that. Now comes the fun part, my friends. I know you're thinking, Tammy, why on earth did you paint that coaster with chalk paint? Well, you probably figured out we're going to be using these chalk markers on this chalk painted coaster. But you know I can't paint. Y'all know I can't draw. So what are we going to be doing with this? Dun, da, da, da. We are going to try to chalk stamp these coasters using some of my clear stampers. Now this is a fish set that is so cute. It says, "You're a bowl of sunshine. I love you like a fish loves water. I'm hooked on you." It's so cute. Then that's going to be on one of our coasters. And on the other one, we're going to use my stampers. And these are by Ranger. And they are some of my favorite stamps. I have a bunch of books of them because they, they're handy dandy, to put on this little thing. It shows you on this side what each of them are. And then you can clip them into your book. Nice and neat. So I picked out this set right here, and we're going to use some of these flowers and some of these flowers, and then we're going to put on the coaster "Hello." So that's what we're going to do on each coaster. Now the reason I only done 2 coasters is because this is an experiment I'm trying out to see if it's going to work. You may ask, well, Tammy, why did you paint that with the chalk paint instead of just stamping it onto the resin coaster? Well, let's go ahead and try that, and I'll show you why I chose to grab my chalk paint. That's not something I went out and purchased. I've had this for so long. I mean, you can tell it's got about that much in it. So I already had it. But I thought I stamped it on here and it just didn't work right. So that's when I grabbed my chalk paint. Now, That's where the experiment ended. I did not try to stamp on top of the chalk paint. We're going to do that together, so I have no idea what's going to happen moving forward. But I do know that it doesn't stamp so good on just regular resin here, and we're going to try it. I'm going to show you. Okay, we're going to do this little butterfly right here, and these are my stamp blocks that makes it easy to stamp onto things. I've used this so many times it may not even stick on there. I don't think it's going to. I'm going to have to pick a different one. Let's just get one of these. Let's pick this snowman right here. He's a little bit dirty, but it's alright. He still works. Okay, we're going to paint him white. Well, let's do him blue. And I'm just going to just glide over the top of him, getting all of the top of the stamp that's going to be stamping. Okay, close my marker up, and here we go. Well, that one didn't do so bad. That actually did pretty good. It's making me look like a liar. I promise you guys, I did stamp on this several times and it did not take very well. That's why I did not do the chalk. I mean, that's why I painted it with chalk. Let's see. Let's try another one. You see it's kind of blurry. You know, it just moves around a lot because it doesn't have that grit to it, you know, to make it stamp and come back off of there and leave a nice stamp. See how blurry that is? So I thought painting it with the chalk paint would give us that grit that we need for it to stamp and come back up nicely. I don't know, we're about to see. And we're going to do that together, my friends. I'm going to put these over here so I can clean them. They sure need it. They're terrible. And it's the good thing about these chalk markers on your stamps is it comes right off. It's so easy. It comes just right off of there. Okay, and if you make a mistake on this side, you can wipe it off. I don't know about on the other side now. Since it's chalk and you wipe that stuff off, you know, making boards, I would assume you could wipe it off. It's probably not going to be as easy as that. And then after we get done stamping these, we will throw a top coat of resin over them and see what they look like. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with our, let's do the fish one first, and then we'll do this one next. Here we go, my friends. I have laid it out kind of how I want it. So that's how we're going to do it. Just going to take it off. And we're going to go ahead and start with this piece right here. And I'm going to grab my little block here. And we're going to place it on there like so. And then I'm going to, this is the coral reef. So I want coral reef to be pink and the bottom part of it this color. So I'm going to go ahead and shake these up. And I'll make sure they have enough ink in them before we start, because we don't want to start and then them not have enough ink on the tip. Not ink, chalk. Okay, so I'm just going to give them a little bit of a push there. And then we'll go ahead and open them up because chalk dries fast and we don't want it to dry while we are trying to get our coral leaf painted and stamped. So I'm going to put the base of it. Let me see if y'all are down far enough. Okay. I'll paint the base of it this color. Then we're going to get the pink here, and we're going to go ahead and just finish it off in this color. That's going to be an awesome coral reef. Okay, hopefully I've got it all colored. Now we're going to go ahead and put it right over here. Oh, I'm scared to pull it up, you guys. Oh, goodness. Please work. Please. Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Alright. Now we're going to move that, and I'll clean that in a little bit. We'll close these up. Then we're going to go ahead and do this little fish right here, and I want him to go right about there, like he's swimming up to the coral reef. And I'm going to do this little guy in this bright orange. Okay, I think he's all colored. So get him right about there. Aw, he didn't take so well. I mean, he's on there. Let me see if I can try to restamp it. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Now we're going to get him off, and I'll clean that in a little bit. Now, we're going to do this little guy. He kind of looks like Nemo to me. Okay, and I want to do his eyes in blue, and the rest of him this color. Oops. Okay. I'm trying to hurry, you guys, so it doesn't dry up. Okay. Oh, he didn't show up so hot. But he's there. I can try to go over him again. See, he's on there. I think I'm going to leave him alone because I can see him really good. He's definitely on there. I'm not going to mess with him anymore. I'm scared I might mess him up. And he's beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to do the bubbles. And I'm going to do those in white. No, let's do the bubbles in blue. Bubbles are, we're going to say our bubbles are blue. Okay. Just gliding right on the top of there. Now let's get our bubbles. Awesome! Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, now we got to get I'm Hooked on You. And I want that to be painted in this color. I don't know, maybe we need to do a different color because that color didn't show up so hot. It was this one though. Let's see. Yeah, let's do a different color. Let's do let's do this bright green right here. Or this yellow. Yeah. Let's do this yellow. Okay. I'm going to move to a bigger stamp. So we're going to move to this stamp right here. Get our marker shaken up. And then I'm going to go ahead and push it a few times. Doesn't like it has a whole lot of ink on there. And now we're just going to glide across the top of our stamp. Okay. I hope that's not too much ink on there, you guys. Oh well. We won't know until we do it, right? So here we go. No turning back now. Yep, it was too much ink on there. I knew it was. I knew better. See if we can dab it off a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It looks like it's ombre. I think I'm going to keep it. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's how that one turned out. And I think it's beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Alright. Now let's get, I'm going to get these fish stamps put up and cleaned. And then I will meet you back for coaster number 2. Here's our other mold. Mold. Our other casting. And our chalk paint has dried on there. So let's go ahead and do our second coaster. I'm going to be using, I think I want to use a few of these small ones and then this long one going up and then the hello on the side. I don't know. Let's try that. I'm going to use these 3 colors right here for my flower in my hello. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the stamp block here. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to hurry up and get it painted and then get it stamped. We're going to do the leaves green. The flower pink. And the hello yellow. Oh, I hope I can do this without it drying up. Okay, here we go. Oh, it didn't take. We're just going to try again. I put some more ink on it. There we go. The leaves didn't take on it. So let's try to do the leaves again. But I'm going to clean off the stamp and just do the leaves. That way we don't mess up anything else. Okay, I got the leaves painted again. There we go. I'm going to try to go down this a little bit. Make it a little bit more profound, a little bit darker. There we go. I'm going to go back over that flower right here. Okay. Now I want to do the purple, and I'm only going to do it right here on this one. And then I'm going to do the one next to it in blue. Okay, and we're going to go right here. And then I'm going to do, let's do another small one next to that. Okay, I'm going to try to do a pink one. Let's see. This one right here. Let's try to do it in pink. I'm going to bring that stem down some more. Now I'm going to take this lavender color, and I'm going to do this one. Okay, we're going to go right through here. Right like that. I think that's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm not going to do anything else to it. And we're going to top coat them with some resin. Okay, I'm going to clean all this up, and then I'm going to get some my tabletop epoxy, and we'll go ahead and dome them. So I will meet you back. First, I want to take the hello stamp we used right here. And you see the leaves right on the side there? I want to draw some green leaves on here and try to put some leaves on this one right here. And maybe down here on this one. Let's see if we can get that to work. Because something's missing on those. And I'm thinking this is what it is. So let's go ahead and get some leaves painted. And perfect. Yes, that's exactly what it's missing. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more leaves painted on. And let's do this one. Perfect. That's exactly what was missing. And I'm not going to put any on that one because I like that one just the way it is. Okay. Let's see if we can't get those leaves a little bit more out there. Okay, I think I like that. Let's fix this one. Looks a little weird. Okay, much better. Okay, I've got some of the Bond Crafter tabletop epoxy resin, and tabletop resin is what you want to top coat and dome with. It's specifically made for top coating. Okay, I'm going to use some of this really fine, super duper fine glitter in this one, and we're going to put it over this one right here and see what it looks like. And we're not going to put any glitter over that one. That way we can tell what it looks like with and without. And I didn't put but a tiny bit in there, not much at all. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a stir because we don't want to incorporate any bubbles in our tabletop resin. I ran this through my Resiner's Airless Pro bubble remover machine. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do this one first and let that one sit since I stirred in it a little bit. Alright, I'm going to put you on a time lapse while I dome it. Now I'm going to cover it so it doesn't get any debris in our top coat. And I'm going to wait about 10 minutes to spritz alcohol on it to pop those surface bubbles, because when you spritz resin with alcohol, it makes it run really fast, like it's in a race. And it will go right off the edge of our coaster there. And we don't want that to happen, because then it has broke the surface tension and it will continue to roll off in that same area. Okay, so let's go ahead and move over to this one, and I'm going to switch to the tabletop resin that has the glitter in it. I'm going to put you on a time lapse while I do this one. Are y'all ready to check these out and see what they look like? Let's go. Okay, let's check out the pastel one first. This was done with my pastel marker set, and I think it turned out beautiful. I absolutely love it. The fish is beautiful, so beautiful. And this little guy down here is just in his own little world. He's just trying to get to the coral reef. See if there's something yummy hiding in there. And the bubbles turned out so cute. And this up here, I'm not sad about that. Yes, I did put too much ink on my stamper. Too much chalk. I keep saying ink, but it's not ink, it's chalk. I did put too much on there, but the turnout of it is ombre looking to me, and it's beautiful. And it's part of art, you know? Just turning out the way that it's going to turn out. You have no control over it. Maybe a little, but not a lot. That's what I love about art. And then this one right here was done with my neon set of markers. And it's my favorite. It's so beautiful. Now this one is beautiful too. I do love it too. But this one's my favorite. I think it turned out so pretty. And I love the glitter in the background that's dancing around. It's just beautiful. Now, was this experiment a success or a fail? I absolutely think it was a success. And I also think it could open up doors for us in the resin art world. Because you could skip the doming step and put these little guys on some stands. And you could change the little note or the little reminder or whatever on this little coaster here. You could make them bigger, you know, and put them on a desk and keep changing it. You could put a motivational saying on there for you and change it every day, you know, or every week. You could use it for, teachers could use it in their classrooms. If you teach a class at church, you could use this in church. I mean, there's so many ways you could use these. And it's just it's a wonderful idea. And it's very creative. So don't forget to go check out everyone else and see how they're coasting through the week. Make sure that you check out their videos. Everyone works hard to get their videos out, you know, and show you a piece of their creativity. So let's try to support them in that and go watch their videos. Also, you will find a playlist of everyone in my description box, and I will try to update that throughout the day to make sure that we have a good playlist in there and make sure everyone is on it. But a kind of little side note here, Mary is the only one that can add people to the playlist. Poor Mary. At first, when we started this collaboration, she opened it up to where me, Marva, and her could add people into the playlist. But I'm not tech savvy, and I don't think Marva is either. So me and Marva couldn't figure out how to get people in the playlist. So Mary, she has to do it herself. So big thanks to Mary for making sure everyone gets in the playlist that wants to join Coasting Through the Week. You're awesome, Mary. We also have a newer channel that reached out to me to join Coasting Through the Week, Brandy from BZ Little This and That. So that's another channel you can go check out and see if she resonates with you. She is so sweet. So be on the lookout for some new creators and Coasting Through the Week. Hopefully Brandy will join us this week, but if not, then we will cheer her on next week. Good luck, Brandy, on your channel. Sending you good vibes your way, my friend. And it's about that time for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.